start. Namaskaram, everyone. I hand you over to Master Sri Abhay. Master Sri Abhay joining from Bengaluru. He would introduce and get the event going. Shri, over to you, Shri.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. Dear all, greetings from Pramayas, a Coimbatore based philanthropic organization functioning to promote art and music amongst you and society. This is Sri Abhay Sri Harsha from Bengaluru, a flute and yoga learning disciple of Wing Commander Minjur M. Yagnaraman, the founder president Pramayas. I take pride in welcoming you all on behalf of Pramayas to be witnessing and participating in this live session of yoga training for all on Google Meet platform as a part of our yoga repository and perform yoga for well-being and experience how the practice of yoga can promote holistic health of every individual. As you all are aware, Pramayas has also been immensely contributing over the years in the fields of yoga and lifestyle related issues, and regularly invited guest instructors for conduct of some of our sessions. We welcome you, dear all. Thank you for being here. Now, a word of introduction about the guest instructors for the day. We have Srimati Sri Priya Keshwan and Sri P. Keshwan, the yoga teaching couple, joining us from Chennai, who is kind enough to conduct the session for the day. The couple are more famously known in the yoga circle by their spiritual names Sri Tattva and Krishna Deva respectively. As blessed by their Guru, Sri Parama Pujya Swami Neerajananda Saraswati Ji, the Paramacharya of Bihar School of Yoga. Srimati Sri Priya Keshwan is known to Wing Commander Yagna from her childhood days, as she is the proud daughter of Srimati Vasanta and Sri Ranganathan Vashishta, popularly known and most respectfully known as V.R. Vadyar of Minjur in North Chennai, who was Wing Commander Yagna's school teacher, scoutmaster and mentor. We are honored and blessed to have Sri V.R. Vadyar and Srimati Vasanta Mami among us. We welcome you, dear ma'am and sir. Pranams and thank you for your valuable time. Srimati Sri Priya Keshwan consciously took up to yogic life as a couple since 2004. They have sacrificed their lucrative corporate jobs to continue their passion of practicing and teaching yoga. Sri Keshwan has been teaching yoga for the past 15 years. He started his learning from asana and yapan and pursued diploma course in yoga. Later, his interest to learn advanced yoga and pursue higher sadhana has taken him to Bihar School of Yoga. Since then, he has been continuing his tutelage under Sri Shiva Rishi Ji. He has successfully completed the teacher's training program in a traditional Gurukul method and MSc Yoga from Madras University. Apart from this, he has also completed the Kriya Yoga course from Bihar School of Yoga. His teaching horizon extends from children to doctors to police personnel, income tax department, children with special needs, and corporate organizations like Ashok Leyland, etc. Srimati Sri Priya Keshwan has been teaching yoga for the past 7 years. She was inspired by the transformation of her husband and has taken up to yoga teaching along with him. Since then, she has completed yogic studies course in Bihar School of Yoga in a traditional Gurukul method. She has also gained a PG diploma in yoga from Annamalai University. Sri Keshwan is now working as a yoga teacher in DAV Boys Senior Secondary School, Gopalapuram, Chennai, and Srimati Sri Priya Keshwan is also serving as a yoga teacher in Kola Saraswati Vaishnav Senior Secondary School, Chennai. Ladies, gentlemen, children and all, may I request for a huge round of applause to this dedicated yoga couple for being here with us today. Please. Disciples, parent members, volunteers, and well-wishers of Pramayas are fortunate and happy for these yoga sessions being conducted aiming at the well-being of one and all during the COVID pandemic. I would request Kumari Tanmay Koganti, another disciple of Pramayas from Vijayawada, as I finish the introductory words to recite a short prayer. May I also request Wing Commander Minjur M. Yagnaraman, Founder President Pramayas, and our very dear Guru to present a short flute recital at the end of the session and to enthrall us as always. Hope you all enjoy participating in the session and benefit. Thank you once again for being here with us and with the best of our wishes. Over to Srimati Sri Priya Keshwan and Sri P. Keshwan, our guest instructors for further proceedings. We would have a short recital by Kumari Tanmay Koganti now. Thank you. Namaste. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shubhamastu.
Thank you, Sri. Fantastic. Nice you have done. Thank you so much. Tanu, over to you, please.
शोभिल्लो सप्तस्वर शोभिल्लो सप्तस्वर शोभिल्लो सप्तस्वर शोभिल्लो सप्तस्वर शोभिल्लो सप्तस्वर सुन्दरुल भजिम्बवे मनसा शोभिल्लो सप्तस्वर सुन्दरुल भजिम्बवे मनसा शोभिल्लो सप्तस्वर maga pamani pa sani gari sa ga ma pani sa sa pani sani pa maga ri sani sa sa maga pamani pa sani gari sa ga ma pani sa sa pa sani pa mani ni mani pa maga ma pa sa pa maga ri sa sa maga ri sa sani pa ma ri sa ga ma pani sa sani pa ma ga ri sa sani Risa ga risa ma ga risa pa ma ni pa ma ga risa sa ni pa ma ga risa ni pa ni sa ga ma pa ni sa ni pa ni sa ga risa ma ga risa ni pa ni sa ga risa ma ga risa ga ma ni ma pa sa ni pa ma ni sa ga ri sa ga ma pa ni sho saptasvara sundarula Najim manasa so saptasvara Dhararup samadulalo Dhararup samadulalo Dhararup samadulalo Dhararup samadulalo Varagayatri hridayamuna Dhararup samadulalo Varagayatri hridayamuna Surabhu Suramanasa Surabhu Suramanasa Surabhu Suramanasa Subhadyaga Rajuniyana Surabhu Suramanasa Subhadyaga Rajuniyana Sasa Bani Sani Pamaga Nipamagari Sani Sasa Maga Pamani Pa Sani Gari Sa Gama Pani Sasa Pani Sani Pamaga Nipamagari pamagari sa ni sa sa maga pamani pa sa ni gari sa ga ma pa ni sa pa sa ni pamani ni pani pamaga ma pa sa pamagari sa ma gari sa ni pama ma gari sa ga ma pa ni sa ni pama ma gari sa ni gari sa ma gari sa pamani pamagari sa ni pamagari sa ni pani sa ga ma pa ni sa ni pa ni sa gari sa ma gari sa ni pa ni sa gari sa ma gari sa ga ma ni ma pa sa ni pa ma ni sa gari sa ga ma pa ni so sapta swara sundarula majil pave manasa so sapta swara Saptaswara
Wow, very good, Tanmay. There could have not been a better song than this because it talks about Saptaswaram, Nabi, Hirat, Kantha, and this entirely a yogic song. Thank you so much. Over to Srimati Shripriya Keshavan. And Keshavan sir, welcome. Nice having you around here. Over to you, please. All yours.
Thank you. Very, very beautiful rendition. You have taken us to the another world actually. Thank you, Tanmay. And I offer my humble pranams to my parents who are present here. And Yajnaraman Anna, namaste to you. It's a huge honor for me to be here and presenting this yoga session. Namaste to one and all present here. Let us begin the class with a very short awareness prayer. Please sit straight. This is basically because we are bringing our mind to the yogic awareness. So please sit straight. Keep your hands on the knees in Chin Mudra, joining the thumb and index finger and keeping it over the knees, palms facing up is Chin Mudra. Relax your shoulders, relax your arms. Try to remain still for the next couple of minutes. Observe your natural breath. Do not alter the pattern of your breathing. You're just observing your natural breath.
You have to keep your hands again on the head. Stretch yourself nicely up, as though somebody is pulling you from the top. As you exhale, down again. Very good. As you inhale, up. As you exhale, down. As you inhale, up, stretch nicely as much as you can. As you exhale, down. As you inhale, up. As you exhale, down. Last round. As you inhale, up and try to stay there for some time. Stay there. Fix the point. Don't lose the gaze. If you lose the gaze, you will lose the balance. Very nice. Slowly as you exhale down. And rub your hands by the sides. After finishing each and every practice, you must close your eyes and become aware. And feel the difference between before the practice and after the practice. Feel your whole body, especially in your spine and muscles around the spine. With the closed eyes, visualize yourself. Wherever you feel stretch, sometimes maybe pain, whatever it is, just become aware. Now slowly open your eyes and see the demo of the next practice called Trikonasana. First practice, we have separated our leg only half it apart. Here, you have to separate nicely. After separating your leg nicely apart, to turn your right feet towards the right side and then slowly bend the right knee. The right knee should not go beyond the toe level. Right knee should not go beyond the toe level. You have to keep it like this. And then slowly raise your hands up to shoulder level. Take a deep inhalation. As you exhale, slowly keep your hands on the floor or on the feet and try to look at the left hand. Your left hand is in 90 degree and stay there for some time. As you inhale, slowly come back to center. And then bring the knee straight and then leg. Now left leg towards the left side. Bend the left knee. Take a deep inhalation. As you exhale, slowly go down. So your body should not come forward. You should not lean forward. So you have to align your torso towards the knee and feet. Now slowly when you inhale, come up. Bring the knee straight and the leg. Now Shipriya will also be doing with you for 3 rounds. 2 rounds is more than enough. We will keep it 2 reps. Okay. Now separate your legs nicely apart. After separating your legs, please follow my instruction. Drop your hands down. Now slowly turn your right foot towards the right side. Don't tilt your hip, okay? You should not turn your whole body towards the right side. Only leg alone, foot alone, yes. Now bend the right knee little bit. Your knee should not go beyond the toe level. Raise your hands up to shoulder level. Take a deep inhalation. As you exhale, slowly bring your right hand towards the floor. And keep your right hand on the foot or on the floor. Stay there comfortably. Your another hand, it means left hand is in 90 degree. You inhale, exhale normally, don't hold the breath here. Now slowly inhale, come back to center. Bring the knee straight and also the leg. Now turn your left leg towards the left side. Left foot towards the left side. Bend the left knee. Raise your hands up to shoulder level. Take a deep inhalation. Slowly go towards the left foot. Place your left hand on the left foot or on the floor, both are fine. Your right hand is in 90 degrees and you are looking at the right hand. Inhale, exhale normally while you are staying. Now slowly inhale, come up. Now bring the knee straight and foot also straight. This is 1 round. Like this we are going to do 2 more rounds. Turn your right foot towards the right side again. Raise your hands up to shoulder level. Bend the right knee. Take a deep inhalation. As you exhale, slowly go down towards the right side. Place your right hand on the right foot. Your left hand is in 90 degree and you are looking at your left hand. Stay there comfortably. Whenever you want, you can come back to center immediately. You don't need to wait for my instructions. Inhale, slowly come back to center. Bring the knee straight and foot also. Now left leg, left foot towards the left side. Bend the left knee. Raise your hands up to shoulder level. Very nice. Take a deep inhalation. As you exhale, slowly go down and place your left hand on the left foot. Your right hand is in 90 degree. You are looking at your right hand. It's a tricky practice. Sometimes you may lose the balance. So be careful. When you inhale, slowly come back to center. Bring the knee straight and foot. Now 1 more round you are going to do on your own. I am not going to give the instruction for that. Start doing 1 more round. Very nice. So if you are not able to see your left hand fully, it's okay, no problem. Don't hurt your neck. Very nice. After finishing the practice, please drop your hands down at the sides and close your eyes immediately. Bring your legs together and become aware of the whole body. Feel the difference between before the practice and after the practice, especially your spine and muscles around the spine and on the knees. Now gently open your eyes. Now we are going to do Kati Chakrasana. It's the third practice. For Kati Chakrasana, you have to separate your legs, your shoulder width apart. So leg should be your shoulder width apart. After that, raise your both hands up to shoulder level. In this practice, from the hip to the toe, there is no movement. We are going to use only upper portion of the body. Take a deep inhalation. As you exhale, slowly turn towards the left side. When you turn towards the left side, your left hand goes behind like this, and your right hand is on the left shoulder, and try to push gently like this. And you have to see behind. As you inhale, come back to center. As you exhale, right hand goes behind, left hand is on the right shoulder, and you can push your right shoulder a little bit so that you can twist nicely and see behind. As you inhale, again coming back to center. So you should not lift the heel up like this is wrong. And then when you do the practice, don't lower your shoulders. Don't lower your shoulder like this. You have to maintain the shoulder in one line. Okay? Shall we? I request all of you to separate your legs, your shoulder width apart. Now raise your hands up to shoulder level. Take a deep inhalation. Next time when you inhale, next time when you exhale, slowly turn towards the left side. When you turn towards the left side, your left hand goes behind. Your right hand is on the left shoulder and push gently. See behind. Very good. As you inhale, come back to center. The same way. As you exhale, slowly turn towards the right side. As you inhale, coming back to center. Don't raise your heel up. As you exhale, left. As you inhale, coming back to center. As you exhale, slowly right. As you inhale, coming back to center. As you exhale, left, center, right, center. Do two more rounds on your own in the same way. Ramya Mohan ji, when you turn towards the left side or right side, if you turn towards the right side, your right hand goes behind. You have to bend the elbow and you have to keep your hand on the hip. Yeah, very good. Very nice. Now stop the practice after finishing 2 rounds. Close your eyes. Become aware of the whole body, especially your spine, because all the practices so we have seen for the and neck. Now gently open your eyes and come to sitting position. To see the demo of Marjorie cat stretch posture.
So for the practice of Marjorie Asana, we will see those of you who can sit in Vajrasan, you can sit in Vajrasan. Those of you who cannot sit in Vajrasan, you can use a thin cushion under your knees or under your ankles. Under your ankles you can use, or otherwise you can straight away come on all fours like a cat. This is the basic pose. If you cannot sit in Vajrasan, you can straight away come to that pose. So Vajrasan, after sitting in Vajrasan, you will be measuring one arm and one palm distance. Keep your hands on the floor, elbows are close to the knee, and then measure one more palm distance. And see, one arm and from the middle finger, one more palm distance. Raise your hip from the heel, slightly separate your feet, separate your knees, separate your palms in such a way that the right hand, right foot, right knee, left hand, left foot, left knee are in one straight line. So this is the base pose. From now, please watch the demo. As you inhale, raise your head up and bend your back down. This portion of the back. down. And as you exhale, bend your head down, try to take the chin towards the chest. This portion of the back nicely raises up. To make this raise up, you can tuck in your tummy nicely in. So as you inhale, raise your head up and abdomen down. And as you exhale, bend your head down, raise your upper portion of the body nicely. Here in this practice, we must not tend to bend the elbow during the practice, or you must not move forward and backward. The hip and the shoulders are stay in one position. Only movement in the back and the head. Yes. Thank you. So all of you please come to Marjorie base position.
Those who have severe knee problem, please don't do the practice, because through the practice you will be kneeling down.
Measure one arm and one palm distance. Measure after sitting in Vajrasana, measure one arm and one palm distance. Or you can straight away come to the base pose of Marjorie. Now as you breathe in, raise your head up and bend your back down. As you exhale, head down. Tuck in your tummy so that your upper portion of the back raises nicely. As you inhale, head up and back down. And as you exhale, head down and back up. Priya ji, don't bend your elbow. Please do 5 more rounds on your own, please. Continue to do the practice, 5 more rounds on your own. Make sure your hands are right below your shoulders.
See, using your head, to drop and lift. That's it. Don't put any pressure on your neck and head. You are just using your head. That's it. Very nice. Very good. Okay, make it as a last round. Make it as a last round. After finishing that, you please come to sitting position, normal cross leg posture called Sukhasana. And close your eyes immediately and become aware of the effect of the practice. Maybe pain or stress, whatever it is. You just become aware. So each and every practice, after finishing that, you should know what is happening inside. Definitely there will be some changes inside. So if you are able to do that, slowly our awareness will be improved in a physical level. Now we are going to do Chakki Chalanasana, grinding the knee. Okay. Usually, in our olden days we used to do that, no?
Chakki is one, in Tamil they call it Yandram. Okay. Since nowadays there is no Chakki or Yandram, we are doing this as an asana. Okay. So in maybe another 10-15 years, Jadu Kochanasana vandrum, Periki Todakira asana, ellam vandrum, because we are not doing it at home. Okay. So this practice will be turning the mill. I'll be demonstrating. Please observe the demo.
You have to sit on the floor and then stretch your both legs out and then separate your legs nicely apart as much as possible. Okay. After that, your toes are pointing straight. Do not allow them to go like this. Okay. Toes pointing towards the ceiling or the sky. And then keep your back straight. Don't hunch your back. If you are not able to do that, okay, no problem. But try to keep your back straight. And imagine as though you are holding the stick of the chakki. You know that? Yeah. Now, slowly turn towards the right side. Okay. So when you go down, she will be going down in Patni. You have to look at the toes and go. Okay. Take a deep inhalation. As you exhale, go down. After reaching the maximum point, you have to drop your head down and you have to travel from the right side to the left side like this. And then as you inhale, up. Again turn towards the right side as you exhale, forward and drop your head down and travel from right side to the left side and then move back. You have to lean back a little bit and so like this, from right side to the left side 5 rounds we will be doing, and then from left side to the right side we will be doing. Before that, you should not bend. Before that, you should know only. You should not bend the elbow. Throughout the practice, even when you go back, you must keep your elbow straight. Then only you will be able to bend you will be able to lean back nicely. Okay? Then go. Very good. Shall we start the practice? I request all of you to sit on the floor and stretch your leg out and then separate your legs nicely apart and interlock your fingers. Imagine that you are holding the stick. Slowly turn towards the right side. Take a deep inhalation. As you exhale, bend forward looking at the toe and then drop your head down and move from the right side to the left side. As you inhale, go back again. As you exhale, forward and move from right side to the then forward. Move from right side to the left side. As you inhale, back. Like this, do 2 more rounds in the same direction. Totally 5. After finishing, right side to the left side, get ready for the opposite direction. From left side to the right side. Now the same way you turn towards the left side, means towards the left leg and take a deep inhalation, exhale, bend forward and then move from the left side to the right side as you inhale back without bending the elbow and then start doing 4 more rounds like that, the same way. So when you move forward, you have to look at the toe and forward and then drop your head down and then move from one side to the other. See, that is very important. You are using your head appropriately. Totally 5 rounds. This practice will help you to reduce the fat in your abdominal region and your sides of the body, and also it will strengthen the hip. You will be able to sit for a long time if you want to sit in meditation, whatever it is. Now slowly bring your legs together, sit in a cross-leg posture and close your eyes. After closing your eyes, become aware of the effect of the practice in your hip region, in your thigh, wherever you feel difference between before the practice and after the practice. Now, this is no strong forward bending practice, right? We have to do counter pose for that. So we are going to do Ardha Shalabhasana as a counter pose for this practice. It has a strong forward bending, right?
Please observe the demo. For Ardha Shalabhasana, half locust pose. You have to lie down on your abdomen, legs stretched out, hands stretched out, forehead on the floor. This is the base pose. This is called Advasana. After sitting in this position, observe your back, observe your breath. Then, as you inhale, raise your right hand and left leg up together and head and chest up. As you exhale, slowly down. As you inhale, left hand and right leg up. Head and chest up together. As you exhale, slowly down. One more round. Both legs and both hands together. As you inhale, both hands and both legs together. Head and chest up. Slowly down as you exhale. This is one round. When you do this practice, you should not tilt your hip to the sides. When you inhale and exhale, you should not tilt your hip to one side. So we'll be doing the practice correct way. Slowly down. As you inhale, right hand and left leg up, head and chest up. Down as you exhale. Inhale. Very nice. Slowly down as you exhale.
See here, those who are not able to do with both the hands and both the legs, no problem. Okay. When you do with your single leg, single hand, after coming into the final position, you can inhale, exhale normally. But when you want to do both the hands, both the legs up, you have to hold the breath initially. Ready? Please lie down on your abdomen. Stretch both the arms forward. Keep your forehead on the floor. Now slowly when you inhale, raise your right hand and left leg up. The right hand and left leg up, look straight and stay there for some time. Inhale, exhale normally, don't hold the breath. Now slowly place your hand and leg on the floor and forehead on the floor. Now lift your, quick inhalation, lift your left hand and right leg up. Look straight and stay there. When you stay there, inhale, exhale normally. As you exhale, slow it down. Now, those who are able to do, please do with both the hands and both legs up. Inhale, raise your both the hands up, both the legs, hands and legs up, like a Superman, Superwoman like that. So you will be flying. And take a deep inhalation, exhale down. See, if you are not able to inhale and exhale after coming into the final position, it's okay, no problem, hold the breath. Inhale, right hand and left leg up. Exhale, slow it down. As you inhale, left hand and right leg up. Very good. As you exhale, down slowly. Now, as you inhale, raise your both hands and both legs up and hold the breath inside. If you are not able to inhale and exhale, as you exhale, down. There you go. Now relax in Advasana. Relax in Advasana for some time. Feel your head. Feel your whole spine in this posture because there is no weight on your spine. While you are lying down in Advasana, there is no weight on your spine. Your spine is relaxed. Now slowly turn any one side. Turn into left side or right side and then come back to sitting position. Turn towards the left side or right side and then come back to sitting position. So,
So for pranayama practice, we will do Brahmari pranayama, the buzzing bee pranayama. This is a very good tranquilizing pranayama practice. By doing this practice, we are able to bring in calmness in our body. This is also a natural painkiller actually. When we have headache, when we have headache or any pain in the body, we can do this practice to reduce the pain. That is because there are certain chemicals that are secreted in the brain when we do, after we do this practice, that helps us to get the pain reduced. And this practice also helps you to get quality sleep. What happens? We sleep for 6 hours or 8 hours or 4 hours, but the quality of the sleep is not up to the mark. So we feel that shall we sleep for some more time? We feel that snooze. We snooze the alarm. Okay, little more time, let us sleep.
Like a child.
Okay. So this is a practice that you can do just before going to bed. But make sure your tummy is empty. Okay, you should go to bed after maybe 2 hours of your dinner. Then before you go to sleep, you can do it with the sitting position. Don't lie down and do this practice. It's very harmful. You can sit down and do this practice and then you can go to sleep. The quality of sleep will be very good. Okay, for this practice, you need to sit straight. The eyes must remain closed throughout the practice. With the help of your index finger,
This practice can be done in Sandvik Mudra also, but But we are not going to see Sanjit Mudra and all. We are going to do it a simple way.
The simple variation of this practice is to plug in your ears with index finger. I request you to please observe the demo and then do the practice. Okay? Index finger, plug in it in your ears, or you can close it with the earlobe. You can close your ears with your earlobe, just pressing the earlobe. Take a gentle breath in, and as you breathe out, you have to hum like a bee. It's like the Shadjamam, it's like the small, lower sa. Adudam. Shrill pannakuradu. You shouldn't shrill. Okay. So please begin the practice. Sit straight. Close your eyes. You will have to count on your own. 11 times you will be doing Bhramari Pranayama. Sit straight.
Before that, I request you to use your little bit imagination, okay, during the practice. So after closing your eyes, after plugging your ears, you imagine, you please listen to me now, don't do the practice now. I request all of you to please listen to me before moving into the practice. You imagine your head as a beautiful lotus, okay, and your spine as a stem of the lotus. It goes down till the tailbone. You imagine, you forget about your physical body like this. Imagine your head as a beautiful lotus. He is coming sucking the nectar when you making the sound A. Okay, sound will be doing, yeah. At that time, you imagine the honey bee is sitting in the center of the lotus. Right? I request all of you to first do the imagination work. Keep your both hands on the knees. Become aware of the whole body and in your head as a beautiful lotus. The lotus of the color is your choice. And visualize your spine as the stem of the lotus. Now plug your ears with your index fingers and take a deep inhalation, and when you exhale, make honeybee sound, as though honeybee is really sucking the nectar from the lotus. Do 11 rounds like this on your own. If you want to drop your hands down, it's okay, no problem. You can split the practice into 3. 4 into 3 like that. The important thing is you have to keep your elbow like this. Don't drop your elbow down. Only 11 times. 11 times is more than enough. Any one of you can unmute and do the practice so that we will hear that. Any one of you, if possible.
Okay, Ramya, can you unmute your mic and do the buzzing? Ramya, Ananya, do the buzzing. Mr. Keshan wants to hear you. Yadav साहब थोड़ा buzzing कीजिए.
Anyways, start today.
Remain with eyes closed.
After finishing 11 rounds, eyes remain closed and bring your both hands on the knees in Chin Mudra. After finishing the practice, eyes remain closed. Become aware of the vibration in your head. After finishing Honeybee Pranayama, now follow the instruction for the meditation, short meditation called the Kaya Sthairya. With closed eyes, adjust yourself. Do all necessary adjustments so that you will be sitting for at least 5 minutes. So make sure your body is comfortable.
Kayastairyam is nothing but the stillness of the body. Whole body is still and steady. The whole body is still like a statue. Observe your breath. Mentally take a note of the change in the pattern of your breathing before we began the asana practices and now. Continue to observe your breathing. Now visualize yourself sitting in a meditative posture from the front, as though you have a full-length mirror in front of you. Visualize your whole body from the front side. Mentally place the mirror to your right side. Look at yourself mentally from the right side. Now shift the mental mirror to the back. Look at yourself from the back side. Sitting in a comfortable meditative posture on the left side. Now look at yourself from the top view. The top view of your body. Now let go of the visualization. Now feel as though your body is like a tree. The legs are the roots firmly placed on the floor. The trunk of the body is the trunk of the tree. And your head is the branches of the tree. Still and steady. Still and steady. There is absolutely no movement except the stillness of the body. Now gradually take your awareness to your eyebrow center, and try to visualize a small, tiny candle flame. Looking at the candle flame, we shall chant the mantra Om 3 times, followed by the Shanti mantras. Breathe in deeply. असतो मा सद्गमय
असतो
सद्गमय
तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय
तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय
मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय
मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय
सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु
सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु
सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु
सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु
सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु
सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु
सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु
सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु
लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु
लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Thank you so much. Dhanyavadah. Rub your palms thoroughly against each other and place the warm palms on the eyes. Cup them around the eyes. Feel the warmth of your palms passing through the eyes. Then slowly drop your hands down and open your eyes. Thank you so much. Thank you, Arna. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
I think, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause from all of us for a fantastic session, and I'm so maha thrilled. See, almost 40 years before, I saw, we used to call her Kuti. She was a play baby for us when we were
Even
being,
now I am Kuti.
yeah, we take the liberty of calling her Kuti only. She's Sri Priya Keshavan. She's, I can really take the pride of telling both this couple, both of them, Sri Priya and Mr. Keshavan, they soon will become professors of yoga, and it is so wonderful. 40 years before, I was taught life skills and so many things by our dear V.R. Vadyar. He is the most respected teacher of our school. He is he is a legend by himself. One of these days, I will organize a talk show by him. You must listen to him. It is because of V.R. Vadyar and Vasanta Mami, we are all today in great positions in life. V.R. sir, can you please come onto the screen? Unga mic open pannungalai.
Appa unmute பண்ணுங்க.
Unmute pannungo. V.R. sir. Ranganathan Vasishtha sir, we call him V.R. sir, and so lovely. Can you speak, sir?
Appa,
I'm pinning you on the screen.
mic button la ஒரு press பண்ணுங்க.
Yeah. V.R. sir, I really request you to bless all of them, this entire lot around here. Please convey your blessings. Thank you so much. And Mr. Keshavan, I'm telling you, it's been a little long for me in the yoga, but I have never heard anyone explaining so much the concept of Brahmari Pranayama. You made us to imagine a lotus and the stem, the spine is the stem, and with a bumblebee or the honeybee buzzing around. That was so nice, and I think it's very innovative. Chakki Chalanasana, washing machine asana, Jadu Pochasana. This is what Sri Priya said is very relevant. We are all shifting to mechanical way of living. It's been really wonderful. We are running short of time. I have to start the group discussion. Now there is another session happening. On behalf of Pramayas, let me, with folded hands, thank each and everyone around here and the guest instructors of the day, Shriman Keshavan and Srimati Sri Priya Keshavan. Thank you for being here with us. And a round of applause by all of us to you once again. Consider it's a Shashtang Pranam from all of us. And also Master Sri Abai and Tanmay Koganti, Miss Tanmay Koganti, my students who've joined, who've conducted this event for us today. A round of applause to Tanmay Koganti and Master Shriyabai also from all of us. Thank you so much, and we will quickly start with a group discussion now. We organized for a group discussion for the little ones. Shri Priya and Mr. Keshavan, I'm going to bother you again. We will welcome you again for some more sessions. It's been really amazing. Yeah, it's been amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here with us.
I think Appa is not able to unmute.
Yeah, Vandar. He came onto the screen.
He's there.
Yeah, he's there. So I think Shri Priya, you can take the liberty of conveying blessings of VR Vadyar and Vasanta Mami to all of us, to the entire crowd today, right?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, and quickly we'll go into the group discussion mode.
We shall leave the meeting, right?
It is up to you. In case you want to stay, you can stay, listen to them, or anyone who wants to leave can leave. Thank you so much. Thank you. And very soon we'll have this video put on the YouTube, so that all can watch this. Okay.